Hello guys. So today we are going to discuss about more about user administration and user interface. Okay. So yesterday we discussed about what is meant by ServiceNow, what is meant by ITSM, what is meant by instance, and we created one PDI account, right? Hope everyone has created the PDI account. So once you log in into the PDI account, how do we log in into the PDI account? By using the URL developer.servicenow.com. By using this URL, you give your username and password. Okay. So by using this URL, you will be logging into your PDI account, right? So once you log in into this PDI account, this is how it's gonna look. Okay. So this is how it's gonna look. So manage my instance. Yesterday we discussed about this manage my instance, right? About the actions, what is meant by release instance, you know, what is meant by demo data, right? And what are the various plugins which are available and why demo data is important, all these things, right? So if you click on start building here, okay, then you will be routed to this page. So this is called the actual instance. So this is where we are going to work on day-to-day basis, learn and practice service now. Okay. So this is called account. This is called account and this is called instance. So both are different. Both are different. Account is different and instance is different. Okay. So if you want to check like what's the current version, right? So here what we need to go click on all and type stats dot do. It will show you like okay, what is the build name? The version name is Zurich. This is the unique PDI number. Okay, this is the unique instance ID. So this is what we can see, right? So account is different and instance is different, right? So this is very important. They might ask you in the interviews as well. So by using the instance, how do you check your current version? So how do we check? By using this keyword, called stats, stats, stats dot do. Please do remember this. It's very important. So by using this, we can check like what's the current version, all the details. It will show you. Okay. Now, once we go into the home page, we'll try to understand uh, how the UI looks like. So this UI which we are currently looking, it's UI 16 version. It's called UI 16. Okay. So the PDI account is the current version is Zurich. Okay, this is Zurich and this is UI 16. So both are different. So please do understand both are different. Okay, ServiceNow user interface is UI 16. ServiceNow user interface is UI 16. ServiceNow version which we are currently using is Zurich. So if you want to change the version, you can release the instance and request the instance. A request for a new instance. Then you can ask for like the other versions like Washington DC, Yokohama, Xanadu. All these things are there, right? So the current version is different, Zurich, and the ServiceNow user interface version is UI 16. Okay, and on the top of the okay, so we see this banner, the entire thing, right? So this is called banner frame. This ServiceNow all this frame is called banner frame. Okay, so here we have this logo of ServiceNow. This can be changed. We'll be changing shortly now. So this can be changed. Okay. And if you have any caption, that can be kept here. Okay, so this is called banner frame. So click on all. Okay, click on all and pin it. You can pin it or unpin it. So here you can see what are the applications which are present. Okay, so all these are applications called applications, right? Applications, we have various modules again. Okay, so these applications, you know, this is called application navigator. So wherever you want to go by using this application navigator, you can go. Okay, so here the working space, this is called content frame. So for example, let's see, user administration. Here I'll click on users. Yesterday we have seen, right, all this able tutor, Abraham Lincoln. This is the demo data which we are getting from the ServiceNow. ServiceNow will be providing us, which helps us to practice it. So if you want to create a new one, that's a different story. We'll be creating it shortly. A new user, right? So this is the demo data which we are getting from the ServiceNow. So this is called content frame. So if you want to look into the groups, so it will show you what are all the groups which are present. Okay. If you want to look into the roles, so it will show you all the roles which are present. So this is called content frame. So the top banner is called content banner, sorry, banner frame. And the left side which we are seeing, this is called application navigator. It navigates through the application, and whichever you are selecting in the application navigator, that will be displayed in the content frame. Okay, so okay, so if you want to edit, you can edit the module here. Okay, and if you like this module, if you are using it very frequently, you need not to go and type user administration each and every time here. Okay, so what you can do is you can add to your favorites here. Add it to favorites. So if you go on favorites, it will be displayed user administration. See, right? So history. So it shows you like what you have done, which one you have accessed, which one you have opened. Everything will be shown in the history. Okay. And this is called global search. This is called global search. So you can use this search and look for everything. And this is your user account. Okay. It shows you about the profile. Impersonate user. It is very, very important. So only admins will be having this option to impersonate user. So we'll be discussing a separate class on impersonate user. So what exactly it does and everything, right? So now logging out from the account is different. Okay, logging out from the account is different and logging out from the instance is different. So if you log out here, okay, if you log out here by you, where are the credentials? Here are the credentials. So here we have this admin. Okay, and we have the password. Okay, so when you are logging into it, it will ask you sometimes the authentication, a two-factor authentication will be there. So this is how it looks like. So this is called banner frame on the top. On the left side corner, it is called application navigator, and whatever you are opening here, it will be displayed here. So this is called content frame. Okay, if you are frequently using any of the application, you can add it as a favorite by using this star, right? So you can directly go and search in the favorites, and this is history. Okay, it shows you all the histories and everything. So workspaces we will be discussing shortly. Okay, workspaces and admin will be discussing shortly. And this is called the global search. Okay, and if you get any notifications, those notifications will be displayed here. Okay, currently there are a few notifications it shows you, right? And if you need any help, this is the help center. You can go and browse the product documentation, so it will help you out. If you read those documentations, you might be getting a chance of understanding what's the application is of about. Okay, and usage analytics. It shows you the analytics, like when you are logging in, all these things. Page views. Okay, and this is sidebar discussion. Okay, so you can chat with someone in the ServiceNow account itself. Okay, if you start writing acknowledge, if you want to publish something, okay, if you want to publish something about an article or something there, so you can few other people who are in the teams, right? So they can what you call send messages or write something about the articles. Everything will be discussed here. It's kind of a discussion going on. So this is application scope, which is called global. So there would be a complete separate topic upon this application scope. We'll be discussing in detail. Okay. So what is meant by application scope? What is meant by global? And what are update sets? So how to change these things? Everything will be discussed, in a separate class. So this would be the short introduction of the UI. So the current version which we are using is Zurich, and user interface is UI 16. On the top, it is called banner frame, and the left side it is called, on the left side this tab is called application navigator, and this is called content frame. Okay, how do we open the current version in the application, sorry, in the instance? By using stats.do, stats dot do. It is very important. They will definitely ask you in the interviews. Okay, stats.do. So here you can see, right, build what is the current version, what's the unique ID, and everything can be seen here. Okay, now we'll discuss more about the user administration. Okay, so by you are currently using the PDI, right? So this PDI can be accessed by this URL, developer.servicenow.com, or else, if you have the instance URL directly, you're gonna use the instance URL, you're gonna give the username and password and log in into it, right? So it doesn't happen if you are working in the real time. Okay, it doesn't happen if you are working in the real time. Suppose, let's say, for example, a company called GTech. Okay, it's an MNC, for example. So it has gone to the service now, and they took subscription of the service now. Okay, now this service now gives the GTech company three URLs, for example. So it's going to be like gtech dev dot servicenow dot com, gtech dot servicenow dot com. Okay, and gtech dot is now.com, right? So if a company called GTech, it has gone to the service now, and they took a subscription for 1 year, right? For using ITSM or HRSD, whatever the modules it may be. So it's not a PDI account, right? So this is a paid account. So then the service now gives the GTech company these three URLs. Okay. So by using these three URLs, who are all the developers? Okay, whatever the development part is going on here. So this thing will be, all the developers will be logged in. Okay, developers will be logged in by using this URL. Okay, and who are all the testers? These testers will be logged in by using the test account, test URL, right? And who are all the administrators or employees? All the employees of GTech will be logged in by using the gtech.servicenow.com. Okay, so let's say GTech company, it's an organization, it has close to some 10,000 employees, right? So now what's the main thing is like they need to create user ID for each and every employee in the ServiceNow. They need to create a ServiceNow account for the each and every employee. Okay, so let's try to understand. So if you are nothing but a user, you are nothing but a ServiceNow user. Okay, whoever uses ServiceNow is called ServiceNow user. Let's say if you are using Salesforce in your organization, you are a Salesforce user. If you are using Power BI in your organization, then you are a Power BI user. Okay, if you are using Microsoft, Azure, so then you would be like a Microsoft user. So in the same way, if you are using ServiceNow in your organization, you are called ServiceNow user. So each and every user should create an account in ServiceNow. Okay, so each and every person should create a account in ServiceNow. Okay, so uh, we are all customers for the ServiceNow. So ServiceNow is an organization, right? So if your organization is taking subscription from them, then you will be a customer for ServiceNow. Your organization will be a customer, a user for the ServiceNow. So you are using a ServiceNow account. So your organization has what you call decided to create account for each and every user. I mean each and every employee in your organization. An account, a ServiceNow account should be created. So in the real time, this would be these are the URLs generally. These will be changed, okay, respectively. Suppose if you are working in the GTech, then this would be the URL, okay. If you changed your company, if you have switched your company, okay, then it's going to be, let's say if you started working for Entech, okay, Entech URL will be completely different. This account will be deleted from your account, from your organization, and again you need to create a new account in the new organization. Hope everyone knows this, right? Okay, so these are the real-time URLs. So by using these URLs, each and every server will be instance will be different. So developers will be connecting in the developer instance, testers will be working in the testers instance, and all the employees and administrators. Administrators generally take care of the employee accounts and everything in an organization. Okay, so as a developer, our roles and responsibilities are completely different, but we should definitely need to understand the basics, right? So then only you can go into the advanced path. So this is about the URLs. Okay, let's see how to make changes to this banner frame. Okay, so first of all, in order to make certain changes in the banner frame, we need to go and type basic configuration. Okay, go to this basic configuration UI 16, right? So here you can make certain changes to the banner frame. You can pretty much customize each and everything what is visible over here, right? So if your company has a different header caption, that can be changed. Okay, so you can change it. What you can change, learn hard. Learn service now. Okay. So browse tab title. So whenever you are opening a browser, right? So there you will be seeing the tab. So instead of service now, you can mention your company name there. Okay, like TCS, Dell, Deloitte, anything can be changed. And what about this banner 60 image, right? So what it generally does, this one service now, there is an image, right? This image can be completely changed. Okay, so if you keep cursor on this image, you can see service now, service management. Even this can be changed. Okay, so just click on it. So whatever image you have, you can just try to upload there. So it's taking uploading file, and you can change the format. So each and every company date format will be completely different. In India, we'll be using date DDMMYY format. In USA, you'll be using MMDDYY format. Based upon your client's company's location, the dates can be changed, and the time format can be changed. Header color, these colors can be changed. So these colors, few you can change in the PDI, and few cannot be changed. These you'll be getting only if you take some sort of subscription, right? If you get the subscription, then only you can make certain changes. Few things can be changed, few things cannot be, but this is how it looks like. Okay, so you can change the themes. So there are two themes here. So the first theme is La Jola and the other one is Cobalt. So currently we are using La Jola. Let's try to switch it to the Cobalt. Okay, and it takes some time uploading the file. Okay, once it is done, then we save it. If the properties are updated. So banner image, it's not taking for now. Okay, it takes generally some time. So you try on your own, like try to download any JPG or PNG file, try to upload it and save it. So here what we need to learn is, you know, we can make certain changes in the banner frame by using basic configuration UI 16. Okay, please do remember this. This is important. Basic configuration UI 16. So this is a small introduction about the user interface. So in the coming class we will be discussing about user administration and how to create users and what are meant by roles and what are meant by how to assign these roles to the various users and what are meant by groups. Everything will be discussed in the next session. Okay, so if you guys can see, like the image has been updated here, right? So try to save it. Okay, just try to refresh this page. So if you guys can see, the image has been changed. You can pretty much configure and change each and every item which you are currently seeing here in the service now. Okay, so we'll be discussing more about those things. So that's it for today, guys. We'll be connecting tomorrow. So please do practice all these things today without fail. So from tomorrow, we'll be discussing the interview questions, possible interview questions as well. So we'll be going in depth from tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining.